Alright, last episode I'm going to record today, I reckon. We're just starting out with some drifting on this one. For third place on the drift rankings. Last episode I upgraded the visuals on my car, and you should be able to see one of the modifications I made almost straight away. If you take a look at the back end. Look at the size of that thing. Now that there, my friends, is a decent wing to put on an R34 Skyline. And for some reason it took, I mean, I know exactly why it took my reputation down instead of bringing it up. And that's because I didn't unlock it from doing like a special time trial challenge or whatever, but honestly I don't care because it looks way better. I won't have that kind of choice once it gets to Underground 2, because events are actually unlocked based on your reputation level in that game, as we all know by now, because everyone has played Underground 2, and everyone loves Underground 2. Everyone knows everything about Underground 2, so I need to use the choice I have for upgrades before I get into Underground 2, fuck's sake, and Most Wanted 2005, because they each limit customization. Underground 2 limits customization in that you have to do it, and sometimes it looks not so great. And Most Wanted limits customization by not having all that much of it, if we're honest. But whatever. I can cope. I can deal. I mean, I'm totally used to games that don't let you even, like, upgrade your car's performance and stuff. So, you know, who am I to start complaining about not being able to put on whichever body kit I want? Really? Fuck! 10,000 points in a corner and I lose it. Unfucking believable. At least I'm still winning. Actually, I don't know how I'm still winning. If this is for third in the drift rankings, and the last drift race I did was for either fourth or, like, just a regular drift race, then, you know, how comes I'm finding this one easier than the last one I did? Although maybe he'll steal it from me in the last corner again, which seems likely, considering this game, but whatever. More than 100,000. It says race over, it doesn't say winner, but I don't think it does say winner when you're drifting. Yeah, it doesn't. Alright, fine. I've unlocked a new unique vinyl. So I can get these angels and devils off my car, but actually I kind of like them. And I know that I said when I put them on why I like them, so I'm not going to go over it again, but I'm sure we can all figure it out. Because I like Itasha. And if you don't know what Itasha is, you're missing out. I'm not sure if it's pronounced Itasha, but if you know, should be able to figure it out. Visual vinyl. Unique, that's what they're called. Not exclusive, but unique. So what have I got? What's new? Custom 6. Let me see it. Does it load in for a preview? A super mega robot? Kind of like that. It doesn't change my reputation, so it doesn't matter which one I put on. I actually like this one because it's a lot more colourful. And it kind of matches my neons more, so I don't have to change those. You can't see any of my sponsor stickers anymore, but whatever. It's not like you can see them when you're actually in the game either, because of PS2. Not that they're anything... Not that there's any... I took a drink and that completely ruined my speaking. Sprint race. You know, the PS2 has done some games with pretty good graphics. Metal Gear Solid 2 looks pretty okay. The Persona games look pretty good. You know, there's especially kind of like the later stuff looks really good on the PS2. So, you know, you can't judge a PS2 by a game that came out in 2003 when they were still making games for it in 2014. You know, sure, it was only an edition of PES, but I mean, still. they were making games for it in 2014. And I just like kind of stuff like that. Although now that I don't have the, now that there's not a picture on the back of the car, it's looking kind of empty back there. Oh well. Now I have Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann on my car instead of I'm trying to think of an anime about angels. And the only one I can think of is Sora no Otoshimono. Fuck you for hitting that pillar, you stupid cunt. Well, I didn't lose all that much time. And I pretty much gained a position out of it, so... You know. He's not that bad. He's pretty bad, though. And I've hit the pillars before, but the last time I hit the pillars was because they were literally invisible. Oh shit, I remember at the start of the game, all those trees I would hit every single time. Man, that feels like ages ago now. Probably because it literally was. But you know, it kind of feels a little bit nostalgic, crashing my Peugeot into those trees. Ah, the early days. My recording setup hasn't changed a fucking bit. I need to get a real microphone. Uh-oh. If this cunt takes a shortcut and passes me. If this cunt passes me! Okay. Okay, I think I got it. I think I did it. I'm not sure. I did it. Whoa! That was a fucking close one. Things have gotten easier since the last couple of races I did, and I'm not sure why. But, I mean, I'm not going to question it. I'm fine with that. That's okay with me. Let's see. Oh no, a circuit race. 6 laps? Fuck me. I doubt I'll be able to do this one before the 15-minute mark. But whatever. I'm pretty sure this is still the last episode I'm going to try recording today. Doing any more would be kind of pushing it on having someone come home and interrupt my recording. So I'm going to finish it here. And it's only because I started recording the first episode late. And I don't know how, because I ended up getting home from school early today. So I'm really not sure how I missed my mark for starting the recording session. Whatever. When I get a free moment, or if I get a free moment at some point in the week, I'll record the 6th episode that I really should have gotten recorded today but didn't. I mean, you know, this is the 5th episode I've recorded today, I think, if I can count. If it's episode 39, then, wow, there's really not a lot of environment going on. Yeah, this is part 39, and I started by recording part 35, so I've only done 5 so far, because 35 counts as one. These tracks do not like loading in. And I mean, maybe it's a little bit better for me if they don't load in, because that means there's less stuff to crash into. Oh shit. This might be the track where you go through that Japanese park that's in the middle of an American city for some reason. Yeah, it is, look. There's a big, there's a bunch of those big red Japanese arches. Look, there's one. What the fuck is that doing in America? Oh well. And there's like cherry blossoms and shit in that area as well. I guess Chinatown really is Chinatown. I don't. If you see what I mean. I was about to say and I. That's why I made a weird noise after I finished saying Chinatown for the second time. But yeah, if I've recorded 5 episodes, that means I've got like 5 weeks to record the extra 6th one. So, you know, I'll definitely be able to get that done. The 15-minute episodes thing isn't going to be universal, I don't think. For TT Superbikes, I might keep up doing one championship per episode, because that just seems to make more sense to me, especially with how I've done it all so far. Rally Sport Challenge 2, I am going to cut to doing 15-minute episodes, because, you know, so far, one of those episodes has been 3 minutes long. I actually have something to mention next time I record that game, so I'll save it for them. Fuck, should have been paying attention, instead of looking at what lap I was on. Although a street sign might have just saved me. Nope, I've spun it. Go, 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 go. I have a lot of time to catch up, so it's fine. Yeah, so far, like, 2 of those episodes have been, like, 3 minutes long, max. And I know I've only uploaded 3 episodes at the time of recording this. So, like, when 2 of the episodes are only 3 minutes long, that's kind of an issue. So if I upgraded to doing 15-minute episodes, then I'd be getting, like, a whole bunch of championships done in one episode, and that game will get done a lot faster. Not that I want to speed through the game, but I mean, I'd get the same amount of playtime, and the episodes would actually be, like, worth watching, instead of just being, like, 2 minutes, there you go. You know, I probably spent more time picking what car I wanted to use on the Race of Champions style event than I actually did driving, you know? Oh, I ramped pretty hard off that train track for some reason. But yeah, in future, if possible, I mean, you know, I'm going to take it on a game-by-game basis, but most of the time, it's probably going to be, you know, around about a 15-minute episode. When I either eventually move out or get a card from school that lets me come home early on days when I don't have any more lessons, I still don't understand why I didn't get one of those. I was snobbed. Snobbed? Robbed. God, Jesus. I was robbed of one of those in the selection process. My teachers said completely different things to my head of year than they said to my parents at parents' evening. And to be honest, I'm kind of glad that they only said the good stuff to my parents and saved the bad stuff for the head of year, because I don't really care about what the head of year thinks, but when my parents are unhappy with me about my learning and stuff, then there are actual real life consequences. So I'm glad that I'm doing better this year than I have been doing in past years. Fuck. I'm not exactly doing much better at playing Need for Speed than I have been doing in past years. Definitely, but hey ho. I still have a little bit of time to salvage this race. Also, I don't know why my 160-mile-an-hour Skyline doesn't ramp off that bridge as high as my Peugeot used to do, where it got the cinematic camera. One of the many weird mysteries of driving in Need for Speed. Although this car is definitely a lot heavier than the Peugeot, so it probably gets dragged more towards the ground or something by the weight. None of those guys take this shortcut, probably because it's a bit more of a long cut. Doesn't really make that much difference to the gap between me and the guy in front. This shortcut here does, if I don't fuck it up. Oh, accidentally ramped off the tracks again. I said train tracks last time I ramped off it. I meant railway track. Railway? I just said the same thing twice. I meant railroad or tram. Tram. Tram is the word I should be using. I don't know how I managed to fuck that sentence up so many times. Come on, come on, come on. I haven't got much time to catch this guy, although I'm reeling him in. Shit. Man, I even came off the throttle a little bit too to try and slow down for that, and I still hit the outside wall. Look, I get the cinematic. Oh shit! I almost went for an apex on that corner. I'm glad I didn't. Why the fuck are you slowing down so much, man? Yeah, I got the cinematic jump camera off a little hill in the road, but for the big jump across a river, you know, it just stays in regular camera. Well, whatever. Things are a little bit faster in regular camera anyway, because, you know, the cinematic camera switches it to slow motion. Maybe I'm ramping off that bit of train track. I fucking swear to Christ. Maybe I'm ramping off that bit of tram track because my car is so much lower now because of my upgraded suspension. I don't know. What I do know is that I managed to win that race. First try, I think, actually. It took me a little bit more time than usual, but that's because it was a 6-lapper. So I'm glad I only had to take one try to do it. I think, anyway. I really can't remember. God, my memory should not be this bad. I can't remember hitting restart, which means I must have done it in one go. So there we go. I'm over the episode time limit. I'm 96 events out of 111 through this game. And I think I started this recording session at some point in the early 80s. And if things keep up like they are, like the streak I've had of this last episode or two, where I've been able to win races first try, then I should be done with this game within a couple of sessions. So, that isn't it exciting? Woo. I think that time trial will probably unlock me something special as well, so we'll see what that is. Next time on Need for Speed Z, I guess. I don't know why I keep saying I guess, it's really ruining these jokes. Let me try that again. Next time on Need for Speed Z.